This is the first step of your name perspective drawing. The things you will need are a ruler, a pencil, an eraser, and the sheet of paper. If you don't have the ruler or a pencil, you can check in the pencil box, which is over here on the counter. And if there are pencils in there, you may use it. If there are not pencils in there, you need to go get one from your locker. The rulers are in the drawer, all the way by the door, in the top. Once you have those, you can continue. With your 2-point perspective, you can do your first name, your last name, or a nickname. The first step is to draw a line going horizontal. This is your horizon line. You want to make sure that you draw this really light. For the sake of this video, I may be drawing darker, so pay attention to when I tell you to draw lightly. Your second step is to draw a dot on the line to the right and on the line to the left. The next step is to draw a dot on the top of the horizon line and on the bottom. When you draw the one on the bottom, you want to line up your ruler and draw it so that it's in a straight vertical line. Then you're going to connect these two dots, drawing lightly, and you're going to connect these two, drawing lightly again, and you're going to connect these two, drawing lightly. Once you have finished, you need to draw a line going vertical really lightly. Then you need to decide how many letters are in the name that you are going to be using. If you have 5 letters or an odd number, the middle letter is going to go right along this vertical line. If you have an even amount of letters, you're going to have however many letters there are divided into 2 on your left side and your right side. So I'm going to do my last name, which has 6, so I know that my 2 middle letters are going to go on either side of the vertical line. So I'm going to start, and when you draw these, you want to make sure that the top of your letters touch that top line that you just drew, and the bottom of your letters touch the bottom line that you just drew. So you're running along those lines. You're going to create bubble letters, and you're going to leave a space in between the letters. So my E will run along the top. You can go ahead and do this now. If you need to pause the video, you can pause the video. So I know that I need 3 letters here and 3 letters here. So when you are finished, it should look like this. I changed my name, so I did Karen instead of Wenger. So I have my R in the middle so that you can see one that has 5 and then one that has 6. My R is in the middle. My 2 letters are on the other side of that line. Once you finish that, you're then going to connect the left letters to the right dot and the right letters to the left dot. So you're just connecting them until you run into another letter. So I'm going to start with my left hand side, which is going to go to my right dot. So I'm going to take the top of my A and I'm going to make a line that lines up with my dot and the top of my A until I run into my R. Then I'm going to go to the bottom of my A and line it up with my dot until I run into my R. I can go behind, line it up with my dot, and draw my line until I run into my A. Then I'm going to move on to my K because it's on my left hand side. Line it up with the dot, draw my line. Bottom of my K, line it up with my dot, draw my line. Line it up, draw my line. You don't want to draw your line all the way through all of your letters because then you'll just have to erase more. The letters on the left hand side, the right hand side are going to go to the left hand dot. So the top of my Y will come over and I'll line it up with this dot until I run into my R and then I will stop. Line it up with my dot at the bottom of my Y until I run into my R. Bottom of my N, line it up with my dot until I run into my Y. Top of my N, line it up with my dot until I hit my Y. Behind the N, line it up with my dot until I run into it. The letter in the middle is going to stay how it is. You're not going to make any lines. So there are the lines. And what you are going to do is you're going to Sharpie around all of your letters like is already done. And then you're going to Sharpie your lines that we just drew. Do not draw the lines in between the letters. Once you are finished, you can move on to video number 2 for name perspective.